Hello students of class 7. Today we are going to start our second chapter of history, that is rise and spread of Islam. Islam, you know, is the religion of Muslim. It is a religion followed by Muslim, okay? So Islam is the religion of Muslim. Now when it started, it arose in the medieval period. So it started in the medieval period, and where? In the Arabian Peninsula, in Saudi Arabia, in Asia, okay? Arabian Peninsula was inhabited by a number of uneducated nomadic tribes. So that time Arabian Peninsula was inhabited, means the people which lives there, the people of the Arabian Peninsula at that time was uneducated, okay? The tribes were superstitious, polytheist, believing in many gods. So polytheist means believing in many gods and believe in idol worship. The advent of Islam united all the nomadic tribes under it. Islam left its impact inside as well as outside the Islamic world. Now the birth of Prophet Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad, Prophet is a man of God, okay? Prophet means a man of God. Prophet Muhammad was the founder of Islam, okay? So he was the founder of Islam. He was born in 570 century in Makkah. Prophet at the very young age lost his parents and was brought up by his uncle. He was a trader who roamed to distant lands. His roaming brought him close to other religions like Jewish and Christianity. Muhammad adopted monotheism. Monotheism means the belief in one God, to believe in one God, okay? So he adopted monotheism in his teachings. According to Muslim tradition, Muhammad is viewed as the last and the greatest in the series of prophets. So he was considered as the greatest and the last and the greatest in the series of prophets. And some other prophets are Adam, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, etc. He is regarded as the man closest to perfection and the possessor of all virtues. Muhammad received the message of God through the angel Gabriel. So he received the message from God through the angel Gabriel, and his messages or teachings are written, or you can say are compiled in Quran. Quran is the holy book of Muslim. Now the early life teachings and 5 basic principles of Islam. Islam means submission to the will of God, okay? Islam means submission to the will of God or Allah. Muhammad asked the followers of Islam to submit to the will of Allah. The religion of Islam is based on 5 pillars. These are the most important 5 pillars, okay? Now let us know what are these 5 pillars are. 5 acts of worship. The Shahada is the basic tenet of Islam. The Shahada is the basic tenet. Tenet means a belief, or you can say principle of Islam. It should be recited under an oath. The oath says there is only one God and Muhammad is his prophet. So these 5 acts should be followed by every Muslim, okay? Second is Muslim must pray 5 times in a day. Each prayer or salah must be done facing towards the Kaaba in Makkah, okay? So they must pray 5 times in a day, and each prayer should be done facing towards the Kaaba in Makkah, okay? Muslims must give alms to the poor. So Muslims should help, you can say you should help the needy ones, the poor people, okay? Muslim must fast from dawn to dusk in the holy month of Ramzan. So they have a holy month, and during this month they should fast from dawn to dusk. Muslim must undertake Hajj or pilgrimage to Makkah at least once in their lifetime. So it is considered that they should visit Makkah at least once in their lifetime. Now the migration of Prophet Muhammad to Medina, Hijrat. Muhammad's teaching went against the religious faith and practices of Arabs. He was forced to leave Makkah. Muhammad exiled from Makkah and refuge in Yathrib, now known as Medina. Okay, so he was forced to leave the Makkah and he lived in Medina. Prophet Muhammad's return to Makkah. Muhammad's teaching became famous in Medina and were spread to other towns of Arabia. Muhammad was called back to Makkah to preach. Makkah and Medina thereafter became the holy places of Muslims. So Makkah and Medina both are the religious and holy places of every Muslim. Now the death of Prophet Muhammad and beginning of Caliphate. Muhammad died in 632 century. His death gave rise to Caliph or Khalifa system. The Caliphs were the successors of Muhammad and the head of Muslim community. So after Muhammad, these Caliphs, or you can say Khalifas, are the successor and came into existence, and they spread religion into the entire world. Okay. The first four Khalifas after Muhammad's death were, what are the name of those Khalifas? First four Khalifas are, first is Abu Bakr, Umar, Osman and Ali. Okay. These Caliphs spread Islam outside Arabia to Palestine, Iraq, Iran, Spain, etc. These Caliphs ruled from 632 to 631 century. Khalifa system divided whole Muslim community into two parts. What are they? Shia and Sunni. Now the Shias were the follower of Khalif Ali. Okay, so they are the followers of Ali, and Sunnis believe that Prophet's successor was not specified by the God. So they think that the Prophet's successor means these four Khalif, okay, or Khalifa, you can say, are not specified by the God. Okay, or you can say in simple words that they are not sent by the God. They are not godly people. Okay, they follow Quran and Sunnah, customs and laws based on the words and deeds of Muhammad. Now the spread of Islam. The trade and commerce flourished between countries with the spread of Islam. Okay, so the trade and commerce both flourished between countries with the spread of Islam. All the major trade routes passed through Baghdad, which led Arab to trade between Europe and the East. The items like armory, weapons, glassware, wines, etc. were traded. Apart from trading, the Arabs made great contribution in different fields. The fields are as follows. What are those fields? Science and mathematics. First is science and mathematics. Mathematics, algebra, geometry and trigonometry studied today were developed by the Arabs. So these all branches of mathematics and are established, or you can say developed by the Arabs. They also discovered many chemical compounds like silver nitrate, sulfuric acid, etc. Some of the great Arab physicians are Ibn Sina, Al-Razi, etc. Now the second is literature. There are many literary Arab scholars whose works are famous among children even today. One of them is Arabian Night. It is a very famous book. These are 1001 short stories including Aladdin's magical lamp, Sinbad the Sailor, etc. Apart from the books of children, poetries were also written. The most famous among them is the Rubaiyat, written by Omar Khayyam. Okay. Now the third is art and literature. The Arabs developed the art of calligraphy. So it is a technique of writing. Calligraphy is a technique of writing, and it is developed by Arabs. They also developed mosques, tombs, palaces and forts. The Great Mosque of Kairon in Tunisia, the Dome of Rock in Jerusalem are the living examples of unique architecture of the Arabs. The Abbasid and the Umayyad dynasties. So the Khalifa system did not end after the death of first four caliphs. Okay, so the Khalifa system did not end here after their death. The caliphates which took over after Ali were Umayyads of Damascus and later Abbasid of Baghdad. Okay. Now children, this is the content of your chapter. Now go through this video again. After that, read the chapter given to you in a PDF format and write the hard words, exercises and the question answers given to you in your history copy. And also subscribe my channel for more upcoming videos regarding to your subject. Thank you.